Hi, and thanks for watching another instructional video from CSCI 1300. In this video, we will cover the two common ways to compile and output your code in VS Code. The first way is to use a Run button, which is located at the top right of your screen, denoted by a right-facing arrow. The second way is to compile directly through the terminal using a series of commands. After you have finished writing your code, go ahead and save your code before compiling, and then try the Run button. The Run button will display your information in the output panel if there are no errors in your code. And you can see that here. Whatever we have in the parentheses of our print statement will be printed out into the output terminal. If we want to compile directly through the terminal, which will become much more common throughout the semester and as you go into your coding career, we will have to use a series of commands. The first step is always to check that we are in the correct file folder in our file directory where our program resides. So I'm going to list the files in the folder, and I notice that hello.cpp, which is the file I'm working with, is listed in this folder, so I'm in the correct location to compile. The next step is to use a command called g++, which basically means compile this, followed by the name of the program that I wish to compile, which in this case is hello.cpp. I'm going to press enter, and since no errors showed up, we can determine that this compiled successfully. And if we look again in the folder, we should see an a.out listed. To run the executable version, which is the a.out file, we will type // followed by the name a.out in order to print the results in the terminal. An additional thing to note is if you would like to name your executable something other than the default, which is a.out, you may do so using the following command. You still have to type g++, but before you list the file, you can do a -O and then the name of the executable you wish to give it. Hello world. Followed by the name of the program or programs that you wish to compile. And if we list again, we'll notice that we now have hello world as a listed file that we can now run with the / command. And you can see that we get the same results. These are the two most common ways to compile and run your code in VS Code and in most IDEs. Thanks, and happy coding!